Hello, YouTube. I fucked up. I was recording a video about not locking on, and I accidentally stopped it. So gotta do it again. Anyway, um, my video is gonna. I don't like AI, but I love it at the same time. See, to me, AI is a resource. It is like a book. You should use this book sparingly. This book for certain tasks and certain things can be extremely useful. If you're wondering is this certain thing safe and you can't Google it, like AI is being used more and more. I don't know if you've Googled something lately, but the first thing to result is an AI answer. Twitter is pushing its AI, Instagram's using an AI. Everything is using AI. And AI and even tech bros are obsessed. Like the PS6 5 Pro is pushing AI enhanced, even though it's not AI. It's just a gaming thing that's been introduced the whole time. They're just calling it AI for the investors. I think AI is stupid when it comes for things that are art. AI is anti art, in my opinion. I think AI is like a textbook. It could be extremely useful for helping you come up with answers, solving problems, and creating thoughts. It could be extremely useful for brainstorming. It could be extremely useful for helping to write papers. It could be extremely useful for things that need to be done. If you're struggling with a class and you just need a pass to get those college credits just to get by, AI is fine. If you need answers on quizzes, AI is fine. In my opinion, I believe AI can be useful as a resource because we are mandated, more or less, to do things if you want to succeed. You basically have to go to college to hard succeed if you aren't going to get lucky and just know people. I think AI can be extremely useful in those cases, but I don't think it should be used to make art. For those who do not know, the YouTuber known as Ringus McDingus here, this guy, gonna go back, found a page. I don't know if it's paid. Um, a not Patreon. What's the word? Word. Uh, it's got a lot of art on it. People put recipe. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. He basically found someone posting of AI on his on on this. What I'm talking. Just goes, oh, and he's like, it made me sad, and I he doesn't know what to say or do. I think I'm not an artist. Um, I am not an artist, but I think this was the five. Oh, so oh, AI's gone too far. Um, I'm pretty sure people of any person has seen those AI things that are obviously right, like the just like the Will Smith eating spaghetti, or uh looking at AI art, whatever, you can just tell like this stuff is tell some of this obviously very like fake. Look at that. That doesn't look real. It doesn't look like artwork. You can tell. And but when I showed you the Pringus big stuff, this looks like stuff he draw, and that is scary. I feel like Pinterest. Pinterest is the name. Holy shit. It's Pinterest. Pinterest. I think he found this shit on Pinterest. I think as an art form, it should never be used. I don't think AI should be used for drawing. I don't think AI should be used in scripts. I don't think AI should be used in movies. I don't think AI should be used. I think the only thing AI should technically be used for is how animators are currently using it, which is to help push along like a little bit of frame gaps or like a little bit of movement predicted. I think those are the only times AI should be used. If you are writing your own story, I don't think you should use AI. Unless you're like saying what's something that happened. I think you got to put in your research. I think you got to learn about it. I think you got to do something. But I do not think it is. I don't think it's good. I don't know how to explain why exactly. But when you Bringus McDingus draws characters, they're kind of this style. They're this style, you know? This is his style that he's been drawing for years, it, and then someone could just throw in some code, give in some of his images, and just say, do this, and then it just does it. That makes me sad because to me, this shows that you don't care for his art. You don't care for Pringus as a person. You just want to copy his style and gain popularity off. But you don't care for this. You don't care for him. You just want this. You want instant satisfaction. And I'm not going to be one that tells you instant satisfaction bad, because it is. But I'm going to be telling you that I think the ways of doing this is bad. I genuinely don't think people should be creating AI art because it gets rid of art. It gets rid of the human struggle, the mindset, the ability. It gets rid of the essence of, for me, what it means to be human. And humanity means to struggle, to strive, all that jazz. But to me, it gets deeper than that. For me, by making AI art, I think you remove the ability to enjoy making something. You by using AI to help you with your stories, write, you lose your ability to write. By using AI to interact with your favorite characters, you're losing for entertainment. You're losing your ability to be at a non-instant speed. You're losing your ability to think creatively. You're losing your ability to draw these characters. It'd be one thing if someone drew this in the Pringus McDingus style. It'd be one thing if someone drew this, because that's impressive to see this fan style and draw this way. But that's not what this is. It's AI. You can tell by the fingers, hands. Like there's 3 to 4 fingers here with 2 inconsistency. Like you could tell, like this is not the same level. Thor's super tall and his level. Like you could tell it's AI. It's getting harder. There's videos I've seen of older people watching it in the face. AI is scary because it's getting rid of us in the fields it shouldn't be. AI shouldn't be taking the creative field. AI should be taking the fields that are extremely dangerous or the fields that are extremely complicated so humans can live simpler, more creative, so humans can create art, so humans can design the statues and explore themselves in a more like psychological way. The whole, if you have seen the dude talks to AI chatbot and then himself, it's scary because we shouldn't be because that AI was art and shouldn't be used as art. Art is beautiful. Art is subjective, but art needs to have structure to it. And AI removes that structure in a place it doesn't belong, all because people think they're innovating. But really, all they're pushing forward is slave work. You're just getting rid of a field that someone can express themselves in. So you can steal their form of expression. This is how Pringus expresses, and you are taking that and you are deforming it for your own entertainment. It is one thing to take your favorite creator, make a meme out of him. The Markiplier e-meme is one thing, but to take his identity turned into AI is to squish his identity into a funny little box man that has no connection to him. To make an AI that sounds like him or to act like him takes only the aspects that we know of him. Remove everything else. You're creating a shell, an empty shell that nothing. Because if you are drawing your own artwork that is inspired by Pringus, we can see what aspects of you are there. But there is nothing here. There is nothing here that says this guy. There's nothing here that says this was drawn by a person other than the person it was stolen. There's no footprint. There's no footprint of humanity there. The Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verses were helped a little bit with AI. Oh, but it was a small amount that helped their work speed up. And that's how AI needs to be. As an assistance, as a tool, as a resource to help you, because AI can be more helpful. If you don't understand what's going on with your car, you could probably just look into a YouTube video or just ask an AI about it, and it can give you fast results. It can give you instantaneous, and it might not be accurate, but watching videos, watching the description, because AI can help you do these things. It's a tool, it's a resource that can help, but is not supposed to complete the work automatically. And I understand it's someone who lives off instant gratification, but instant gratification in this field should not be striven for. The only way I think instant gratification good for art is if we figure out a neurochip thing where you can think of your own way of animation and the computer can do the things that you're thinking at the speed you're thinking of. And I think that's the only good way technology and art could really, like AI and technology and art could really go at it. But even that is not this. To create artwork of Akira Toriyama's characters in AI is disrespectful. But on the other side, to create entertainment such as those AI voiceovers, um, like the Reddit things, it's like I 35 formula. I think those are different because it's not art. You are using a general voice to speech thing, and that's fine. But like video he shared, I don't know, like, actually, voice actors, voice acting. Oh, here it is. This is uh small. This is a song. This is a video of. I don't really know how to explain this. How do you capture audio from this? Oh, you know what? And then
Yeah, why don't you guys just spell dessert?
You guys want to go get some DESSERT?
Yeah, I could use a TREAT.
What you guys talking about?
Yeah, why don't you guys just spell dessert?
No.
I think AI in this format is funny, but like it's still problematic because you're obviously using the voices and probably the like I don't know if they're using they're probably animating themselves. I would have to guess. But like this guy uses there's a few people talk that like does stuff, but then some dubbed over it.
Get some DESS.
Small. This guy saying video.
You guys want to go get some DESSERT?
Yeah, I could use a TREAT.
What you guys talking about?
Yeah, why don't you guys just spell dessert?
No, say it!
And you could hear people. Like it feels. I think the main difference between the AI and one and the non-AI one is the non-AI one is obviously going to be better because I feel like comedy is another form of art. I think I'm going to be very careful with my words here. I think the Sonic the Hedgehogs using the voices to say funny lines is in the same lines of YouTube poops of taking compilations of like, Eggman saying things, whatever, like taking like voice cuts and cutting it together, say whatever you want. Feels like the same thing we're doing now, but with AI. So we have all the voice clips, just put them together, and it does it faster. I think AI is just an evolution of old YouTube poop cuts. But the only reason why it feels messier is because we can do anything we want with our voices now, and that's why it feels messy. Meanwhile, this is a cooler iteration because you're showing your skills. And I feel like this one I have a lot more of a gray line with. Because I can see why people have I think stealing someone's being able to say whatever in general is bad. The voice acting character is cool. Imagine, I have a perfect example. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch ass motherfucker, like that one. If we had AI to voice act, he could have lost his job. I'm genuinely saying, yeah, in a genuine way. Of course, I know this is fake. YouTube poops have taught me, or old YouTube where they cut the voices so sporadic to get my boy, give me some like the whole like YouTube poop era where they cut up voices to make them say anything. And it's just doing it better and faster now. Of course, it's got me with it normal, but this I can understand the problem with this. I think AI should never be used for Harvard, but I believe as a tool to help teach something else could be useful. I'm a little still like learning the comfortable I am, but I think for drawing, for writing, your own work, not okay. I think for using it, take pictures, for taking images of real people and making them do what you want is of course wrong, and I believe taking people's voice and getting to say what you want is also wrong. I think doing it for comedy is a little bit more also to give person guy on Twitter. I'm gonna boom that Twitter that voice acted that. I don't have a full thought process because I don't know where I exactly stand because I'm still learning. I was one of those people that thought AI art was cool because I had the instant for gratification of being able to make art that I've always wanted. I've always wanted to draw, but I've never had the time to learn, nor I never knew my style. But then I got into a little bit more and learned how it worked. And let me just say, I don't like it now because it feels gross. It feels like I'm just stealing people. And also it takes like way too much power. Like it doesn't feel right. In writing just never felt right. So I want to write the stories from my own perspective. And if I can't figure out what I want to write, I just use resources. I read stories and then I take from the stories and then like give myself inspiration. I'm just saying in general, AI art bad. AI art very bad. Perfect example of it actually. Yes. This is a perfect example of this is a weird all the infinite conversation. Sit there, listen to these two people yap, and they just yap about whatever topics, and they just keep going and going and going. And I think that's a weird form of AI because I think it's like interesting, but I also am like, you know, all along, I think AI for entertainment and stuff is bad. I think those Reddit stories that are just getting voice text to speech, how certain creators like Doug use them, good. But I think AI, in terms of making art or creating stories, I think using AI for the speediness of entertainment is bad. It should be a tool to help you make it, but not a tool that is making it itself. It shouldn't be doing all the work. It should be helping you finish your work. That's where my thought process is.